Hey, boss. Hey, how are you today? It's your girl, LaShonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Always excited to share things you can do to work on your money, marketing, and sales goals too with strategy and intention. So come on in, come on in to the virtual building. Share this out. Sharing is caring. That's what it's all about. We are on day 8 of our position to profit conversation, essentially me sharing with you the complete, the fabulous, the essential position to profit self assessment. 30 questions you should be asking yourself to really get clear about how you can kickstart your business growth goals this year. Now, if you're catching me on the replay side, remember you can always drop into the comment box, hashtag replays rock. The self-assessment is absolutely free. It's magical. It's waiting for you over at sistersense.com/PTPSA, which stands for Position to Profit Self-Assessment. It's got 6 sections with 5 questions each. So the first section, we already talked about predictions, things that I predict you need to work on your monetization, marketing, and sales goals. And now we are digging into the second section, which is plans. Hey, women who let's see. Women who settle for more. I love it. Wow. Welcome. So feel free, guys, to drop into the comment box your name and your business title so I can see and shout you out, number 1. And of course, as I mentioned before, number 2, make sure that you go to sistersense.com/PTPSA to grab your position to profit self-assessment today if you haven't already done so. So each section, there are 5 questions, and it's really simple. Answer yes or no to figure out aims. Am I missing something? Today's focus is around content marketing. And the question basically is, do you have a content marketing plan? Like I mentioned before, when it comes to plan, if you fail to plan, that means you plan to fail. So we want to make sure that you're strategic and intentional, right? So what book is that on the shelf? Oh, that's my book right there. That's actually a notebook. It is She Believed She Could, and So She Did. One of my custom branded notebooks over on sistersense.com/GBS, which stands for Girl Boss Shop. So yeah, thank you for noticing that. This is bam, that's me on the back. One of my custom branded Girl Boss Hustle notebooks. So just gonna pop that right back over there. So, all right, Pink Leaf Consulting is in the building. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Let's dig into the self-assessment for today, okay? So we are going to focus on content marketing. But before I get there, let me just quickly recap. Again, each section has 5 questions. We did predictions for the first 5 days. Now that we're on day 8, we're going into plans that you need to be working on. First question for plans was, do you have an acquisition plan to acquire new customers? We went over that a few days ago. Yes or no? Do you have a plan in place to acquire new customers? That's something you got to work on if you want to position yourself for profit. Yesterday, we talked about having an irresistible offers plan. Do you have a plan to both work on developing and delivering irresistible audience offers to your audience, right? That was the next plan. Today, we're talking about content marketing, right? Because when it comes to strategically building your business, you've got to work on your content marketing goals. Are you going to do morning motivations podcast again? People keep telling me I need to do that. I will try to work on that, especially for you, Boo. I see you. I know you want the morning motivational series to come back, and I'll be working on that. Content marketing is a big thing when it comes to really attracting people and getting them in your audience. So honestly, energetically, I love the fact that you asked me about the morning motivational series because it's a part of what I do, right? I should be doing more again. But thinking about what kinds of content you're putting out there to really reach people, resonate with people, and to essentially market, right? So what kind of content are you going to be working on? I want you to think about that. Do you have a plan in place? So, as you know, every day that I jump on here, I share a few personal recommendations. And when it comes to content marketing, I will say this. When it comes to planning, a lot of times it's not the chicken before the egg for me. I don't just kind of like pull content out of the air. 9 times out of 10, my content is connected to something that I'm focused on having conversations around. So I said to you guys, I'm talking to you all month about how to position yourself for profit, because guess what? I've got this amazing self-assessment. It's free for you over at sistasense.com/PTPSA. And I go through parts of it, every single question, 1 of 30 every day for 30 days, right? So for me, when I do my content marketing, a lot of times I'm building and pulling content from the things that I've already created. So there's a clear connection between my free, I call it CAC marketing, free content around my paid content. That's essentially what I do. So before I just go out there and jump on the social media scene to be seen, oftentimes I'm sitting back and reflecting on what paid content I want to promote, and then coming on and sharing free content around that. Okay. So again, yes or no, do you work on, or rather, do you have a content marketing plan? For every one of these questions that you say no to, you give yourself 5 points. The more points you have, the more you'll see what you need to work on. Because again, the focus acronym here is AIMS. Am I missing something? Now, here's the deal. Content marketing is something that I just honestly, I love to do for me, but I also love to help and support my mentees in the same area. So depending upon when you are watching this, whether you're watching live or via the replay, I do have our annual Fire Start Your Year virtual experience that I've extended from 1 day to 2 days over at firestartyouryear.com, happening literally tomorrow for 2 days. We're going to work on your positioning your profit goals, thinking about the products you want to create this year, the pages you want to produce this year, as well as also thinking about plans like we're talking about right now. We're going to do a 1-day intensive just on content marketing and list building efforts. And for me, when I talk about content marketing plans, right, I said to you, number one, a lot of times I base the content that I share across my social media platforms. I pull it from the content that I've created for my paid offers, number one. And then number two, when it comes to content marketing, I'm a busy mama, right? Like many of you, right? Guys and gals out there. And so for me, one way that I strategically and consistently prepare my content is to sit down and like knock out a good amount of stuff that I can then distribute over time. So when I have content marketing sessions like the one we're going to do for the Fire Start Your Year workshop this weekend, it's an opportunity for myself and mentees to really sit down and create a lot of good content. The goal is that I help my mentees this weekend create up to 150 pieces of content within a few hours, like just map it out so that they can clearly see intentionally what they want to put out there. Because a lot of people, they get frustrated, and you can raise your hand if you identify, they get frustrated when it comes to content marketing and content creation because they just like, what am I going to say today? I don't know what I should be putting out that today. I don't have time to do this today. But honestly, I can say to you, I have been online for over 2 decades now. So I've got a lot of content online, number one. And number two, for the last year, well over a year, I've committed myself to doing these lives every single day. Because I said to myself, oh my God, no way. This is too much. I can't do lives. And I was like, LaShonda, you can find a way or find an excuse, but you cannot do both. So for me personally, I committed myself to doing a live stream, showing up every day, finding a way to make it easier for myself because it was a test. And I passed the test. And I want to be able to show you guys how to do that as well. You don't necessarily have to go live every single day, but I do. Hey, Azalea is in the building. Awesome to see you here, my dear. I do want to be able to intentionally show you how you can sit down and batch out content that you can share strategically across your platforms, right? And we're going to do that as part of the Fire Start Your Year weekend this weekend. If you can't catch it live, definitely get the replays before they go up and go away. And you can learn more about that over at firestartyouryear.com. It was originally 1 day. We're going to do a 2-day because I've extended it to give us more time to work on your products, your pages, and your plans for the year. And we're going to do the second day strategically on list building and content creation. So I'm really, really excited about that. I love to have these hands-on, meaty workshop experiences, especially the virtual ones. So that's what I want you to think about today. Do you have a content marketing plan, number one? And number two, if you struggle with that, where do you find yourself struggling? Again, you can find a way or find an excuse, but you cannot do both. You can't keep making excuses about why you're not showing up enough online, why you're not consistent with your content. You've got to find the way to make it work for you. So hopefully some of the things that I do can shed some light and inspire you to kind of think about some things you can do as well. And honestly, I do these lives every day. I can honestly say sometimes the spirit takes me and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be on here for 30 plus minutes. But on average, it's like 5 to 15 minute sessions that I do here. So can you find a way, if you decide to do something every day, give yourself 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes to commit to some form of content distribution. Outside of finding a VA or somebody else to do the work for you, if you're the face of your business and you want to make this something that you do, I encourage you to work on your content marketing plan. All right. So absolutely awesome. So here is the deal, my dears. I want to make sure that number one, you do not forget to go and grab, thank you for the hearts and the love. I always forget to say that. Tap, 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 tap on the likes, the hearts, the love, all that good stuff. If you are enjoying this, share this out. Sharing is caring. That's what it's all about. Don't forget to turn on alerts and notifications so you can see when I'm live, so you can jump on here live with me. Position to Profit is every day for the next 30 days, and we're on day 8. And also remember to download your free Position to Profit self-assessment over at sizzlesense.com/PTPSA, which stands for PTP, Position to Profit, SA self-assessment. So let's see. We've got 2 more days left for me to share some insight or recommendations as far as things that you can do around content, marketing, and working on specifically your plans. And then we're going to go into section number 3, which is all about your products. So predictions, plans, products, those are the first 3 of the 6 sections of the Position to Profit self-assessment. Let me see here. I was just going to ask about a possible replay, but it's nothing like working with you live. Yeah, the live is lit. There is going to be a replay, but just keep in mind that once we get to tomorrow, the cost of the whole thing is going to go up. So it's definitely, if you are interested in the Fire Start Your Year experience, it's definitely worth registering now before it goes up on the day of the workshop, number 1. And then, of course, I also mentioned number 2, that I have something called the I'm All In experience. It's access to my quarterly workshops, my virtual conference, my mastermind, my templates that I share every year, because then that gives you an opportunity to not have to pick and choose. You can just say, I'm all in, LaShonda, let me get everything. And you should see the link to I'm All In on the side of that page. That'll give you access to the Fire Start Your Year experience, plus everything that I do on a month by month, quarter by quarter basis to support entrepreneurs and trainings, templates and tools and things of that nature. Hey, I am in medical, so definitely need to be more visible. So you're working on your content, right? Whatever profession, whatever area of expertise you're in, you've got to figure out what your sauce is, right? What your message is, what it is that you're trying to share, and put it out there on a consistent basis, right? We all know it's not about the quantity of how many people see it. It's the quality of how many people see it. You know, those people who are consistently connected to you, you resonate with them and they stick with you, and then they refer you to other people. That's what it's all about. So I encourage you, hey, Jason, you're going to have to catch me on the replay side. It's awesome to see you here, my dear. I encourage you guys to work on your content marketing plans. I'll continue to share, like I mentioned before, Fire Start Your Year. The virtual webinar workshop experience is 2 days. It's going to be lit. We're going to be going from this Saturday to Sunday. The replays are also available, plus a lot more goodies for you to work on your products, your pages, and your strategic business growth planning too. Learn more over at firestartyouryear.com. So, all right, y'all, that's it. I said I was going to go like 10 minutes ago, and I'm still here. Mwah. Till tomorrow. Take care. Bye.